I'm Dan Worley from OpenSource Connections. For the next 5 minutes, I hope I'm going to talk about the TermStatQuery. Just starting my clock here. Just a quick intro. What is Learning-to-Rank? Only have 5 minutes, so the too long didn't read is it's applying machine learning to ranking problems. I put search ranking problems in the slide, but it can be any ranking problem. But this talks more about search. Just sort of a brief history. This plugin started as a project by a former colleague of ours at OSC. We paired with Wikimedia in 2017 to get to version 1. Kind of hang out in maintenance mode, and adoption picked up after that. And last year, sort of with a pandemic with less client work, we started to think about new features we could put in. And one of those was the TermStatQuery, but we're thinking about new model support next. So if you have ideas about that, feel free to join us in our relevance Slack. There'll be a link to that in chat and at the end of the slideshow here. As far as features in this TermStatQuery, we really wanted to make kind of a dream come true for feature engineers. This is kind of a bullet list of things you can do. We wanted to improve on our existing Match Explorer query to allow explicit specification of terms instead of sort of vague sending a query and hoping it worked or hoping the analyzers worked. It was kind of cloudy if that would fall in at all. So we wanted to make it really explicit. You're sending these raw terms and that's the stats you get back. We wanted to allow custom and Lucene expressions. So instead of just getting one stat aggregation back, you can do any custom algorithm that's compatible with Lucene expressions with the term stats that we supply and get a score back that you can use either in LTR features or just in a plain search query as the ranking score. One of the limitations of Lucene expressions is that you can only work with a single double value at the end of the day. And this was a pain point for some of our users. So we wanted to provide a way that you could access all of the statistics for all the terms that matched in a way in Elastic. And thankfully, Painless allows for this. So we sort of injected the results we get back for your matches into Painless, and you're able to access those however you want in Painless. So if you want to do an average of positions, you can do that. If the positions look a certain way, you can do a different thing. Painless sort of opens up the doors for that. And at the end of the day, I kind of have my last bullet point in quotes. I had to have a reason to justify writing this. We wanted to give more freedom to our LTR feature engineers as they're experimenting with features. And we don't want anybody to have to dig into Java code or custom plugins if they're just trying to come up with features for their LTR model. We want to make that as easy as possible. And I think we've done that with the TermStatQuery. Just a quick overview of the supported stat types that we have right now. Pretty much anything that you can get out of postings or index-wide stats. You can do document frequency, term frequency, IDF calculated off a classic similarity, which is this year basic TF, IDF, no BM25. You can get your term positions and the total term frequency. I'm just looking at my time, so it might speed up a little bit. This is what the DSL looks like. We have this new TermStatQuery. You send in an expression, which is anything compatible with Lucene. You say the type of aggregation you want over those stats, the terms you want, and the fields. And this is just how you can use it. So this is outside of LTR, no features. We're just sending a query off to Elasticsearch saying, give us the term position for blue across our title field. And anything that's got blue at the end of its title is going to score higher. But it's at the end of the day, it's just where did that term show up in the match? And there's lots of useful things that you can find for this outside of LTR within it itself, which it was designed for. And that's it. So you can join us on Relevance Slack. We'll drop these links in chat, o19s.com Slack and or / Slack. And there's an Elastic channel in there for this specifically, or Elasticsearch Learning-to-Rank specifically for this plugin. and of course the project on GitHub. Thanks everybody that joined, and that's it.